now we have this chart, or this horizon diagram. What can we do with it? Well, one of the fun little techniques, I'll show you some more disciplined things, but a fun technique is what I call the B movie technique. In the B movie technique, you stand in the future and you're telling the story like it was a, I don't know, maybe a documentary. So let's say we're standing in 2035 in the future Hastings, and I don't know, maybe we're having a conversation in one of these enterprising cafes, and somebody says, well, it's really quite good living here, isn't it? But remember what it was like in 2020, you know, as we were struggling with the pandemic and everything. And a stranger has come in and said, well, how did you get from there to here? Oh, well, you see, at that time we had failing funding systems. We couldn't get resources. There's a lack of agency in our lives. We felt helpless, lack of morale, unemployment, anomie. We're being caught in silos, and therefore we didn't feel we could do anything. There was a fair bit of ill health around, both in environment and people, and life expectancy was very uneven across the different sectors of society. But through an initiative that began as Hastings Emerging Futures, we realized that we could develop more and more enterprises that were heading towards where we are now. We had examples of higher level community participation, which we grew and built on and used in other ways. We encouraged a local economy of businesses serving the community directly, which was our kind of self-sustaining island policy. We were drawing on and participating in the transition towns, and people were more and more informed and accessing those things in our community that were sustainable, and we were becoming closer to being self-sufficient in energy through our community renewable projects. And so that's how we've ended up with this new economic model, more equitably distributed. Young people like it here because they can create even more future than we have. There's a structural shift in power to communities, that people are no longer feeling a lack of agency, but enjoying the agency that they've got. And happiness index has gone up quite considerably. We're often held up these days now as an example of a caring community. So that's the B movie.